Hello, YouTube world. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video, and I apologize. Technical difficulties, all I gotta say. But I want to talk about these visas bans, or these bans from 7 countries, and the hypocrisy and idiocy of the liberal Democrats, especially with Maxine Waters and that other little witch, Nancy Pelosi. Another one, well, more about him later. But what gets me, about the Dems, the Libtards, talk about Trump's travel ban. Oh, they call it a Muslim ban, which is not a Muslim ban. He never ever will ever sign any executive order or try to pass any bill to ban Muslims coming into the United States. This is a travel ban from 7 countries that Obama himself has labeled as terrorist sponsoring countries. Now he did it once, and unfortunately, that liberal Libtard court in Washington State overruled it. The Ninth Circuit, and the appeals court upheld that ruling. So Trump pretty much said, "Fuck you, I'm gonna do a new one." Now the Libtards in Hawaii, and the Hawaii court is going to try to override that executive order, and I hope Trump wins out on this one because the Libtards needs to be put in check. They've been running amok for 8 years or more, and it's time to put the Libtards in check. They're nothing more. Liberal libtards are nothing more than another hate group, intolerant group. That's all they are, and a terrorist group. That's all they are. Now, furthermore, with these travel ban here and stuff like that, if people try to immigrate into the United States, I'll say that doesn't have the same constitutional rights as Americans do. They don't. We don't owe it to them to give them visas, no matter where they're from. Period. And I would say, but because they're from certain part of some country, certain part of the world, we don't owe them a visa or entry to the United States. And what kind of gets me, Obama banned Iraqi refugees into the United States for so long. No one said a word. Jimmy Carter banned Iranians from coming to the United States. Nobody said a word. Trump's doing pretty much the same thing, and the libtard media is raising hell about it, going so far calling it a Muslim ban, which is not a Muslim ban at all. And visas are not constitutionally, it's not a constitutional right. I'm sorry, no, I shouldn't even apologize, but they're not. I mean, nobody has a constitutional right to get a visa into the United States. And Obama said himself, yes, we're a nation of immigrants, but also a nation of laws. He said that he himself wanted to crack down on illegal immigration himself, but nobody said a word. He deported more people than any president in the United States, and the liberals give him credit for that. But Trump's doing something like that, or something similar. He's a racist and a bigot because those two words, racism and bigotry, what the liberals hide behind. Was something they don't agree with, something they don't like. Those are two words they will hide behind. It's racism and bigotry. Now, and what they don't realize too, with these 7 countries, and we're starting doing it, if from these 7 countries, they're going to pretty much deny them visas, and rightfully so. I mean, if your nationality is from a terrorist-sponsoring countries, I'm sorry, but we're going to deny your visa temporarily until we get a better vetting process going on. That's what we need, a better vetting process before we let these immigrants come into the United States. Visas, I'll state it again, is not a right. It's more of a privilege. It's like your driver's license. It's more of a right than anything else. Now, I would say this, even though I'm a hardcore Trump supporter, I would say that with pride. But one thing I do disagree with Trump on is canceling out green cards. I do disagree on that one. A green card is legit. You've been thoroughly checked, thoroughly. You have confirmed you're not part of any terrorist organization, any criminal organization, or any radical organization whatsoever. So with the green cards, yeah, he should not really. The green card holder should be grandfathered in my opinion. But hey, I don't have to agree with everything Trump does. I don't. Just like, if you're an Obama supporter, you don't have to agree with everything Obama does. So I do disagree on President Trump is randomly revoking green cards. If you get your green card, as far as I'm concerned, you are good. Now, other visas, like tourist visas, work visas, entry visas, and all sorts of visas. You can look it up yourself. No, no. And the State Department, I read the website, the State Department put it on there that they reserve the right to revoke the visas at any time. They reserve that right. Anyway, and if you abuse that visa privilege, you stay too long, or you work, you're not supposed to be working, you stole Social Security numbers, get jobs, or get loans, whatever have you. Yes, your visa should be revoked. You should be deported because that's fraud. Very much so, And what gets me about these libtards, these people that ISIS is deporting, left and right, a lot of those people, rightfully so, and you criticize them for it. You criticize ISIS and immigration enforcement for doing their job. That is their job. That's what they're hired to do. If you violate our immigration laws or our visa laws, yes, you're going to get deported. Now look at some of these stories, and they're criticizing ISIS. ISIS is so mean. You're deporting these poor people. Oh, you should be ashamed of yourself. Blah, 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 blah. They're doing their job, you idiots. They're doing their fucking jobs. Yet you're mad at them for doing that? I mean, they deported this one guy, and he was already under deportation orders back, I believe, in 2014. Yet, the media, some of the media and his family raising hell because he got deported. His kids and his wife raised hell about that, so a lot of his friends, the media raised hell because he got deported. Yet the guy was convicted of DUI. He was on deportation orders. He overstayed his visa. What do you expect to happen? What do you expect? He violated several visa laws, various immigration laws. Yes, he should be deported. And this one young girl, I think from Bangladesh or something like that, I forgot where she's from. I guess she went to engineering school, and a lot of libtards and liberals are raising hell because she's getting deported because she's about ready to graduate. But she never was. I'm sorry. A bit of a cold, I'm sorry. But she never had a legit visa. Okay, her father had a work visa, a student visa, some shit like that. But she should get her a legit visa to go to school. That's how I look at it. Sorry, that's how I look at it. The bottom line is this. If you break a law, you get caught, that's on you. Pretty much. Okay? It's not ISIS' fault. It's not immigration officers' fault they're getting deported. No, it is their own fault. If you look at them, they're getting deported for a reason. They're not doing it just to be mean. They're doing it because they're doing their job, what they get paid to do. And by the way, in case you libtards haven't forgot, as part of their job as President of the United States, any president from Trump on down, part of their job is make sure laws get enforced, and they appoint people to enforce the laws to the Attorney General on down. That is his job. And you get mad at Trump for doing his job. He's one of the very few presidents in U.S. history who's keeping his campaign promises. And he's doing what he says he's doing. He's making sure these laws get enforced. Yes, immigration is part of the reasons America is great. But you have legal immigration, you have illegal immigration. And illegal immigration is what he's cracking down on. So if an illegal immigrant comes to the United States, start committing crimes, murder, rape, robbery, joining gangs, or joining terrorist groups, what do you expect to do with these people? Just keep them in the country and let them keep doing it? No, he should do his time and deport his ass. Let me tell you something this too. I worked in the prisons for 8 years, and we had a lot of illegal immigrants in our prisons, the prison I worked at. And when they come to our prison, the immigration judge comes to our prison once in a while to hear their cases. And 9 out of 10, they're getting deported, and rightfully so. Because that judge is doing his job, doing what he's hired to do. Yet you raise hell with people like him deporting these people. Saying, well, Obama only deported violent offenders, something like that. Okay, that's fine. I'll give you that. That's what he's supposed to do. Okay, I'll give you that. But illegal immigration is illegal immigration regardless if he committed a violent crime or not. Once they hop the border into the United States illegally, they automatically committed a crime right there. Once they stole Social Security numbers, which a lot of illegal immigrants are doing is stealing Social Security numbers. But once they stole another Social Security number, get a job, get loans, whatever, That's another crime in itself. So there's like two offenses right there. Not mention loans and stuff like that. That's something like identity theft. That's another crime. So you got three crimes already. What they're supposed to do? Just let that go? You know, remember Harry Truman said the buck stops here. It's got to stop somewhere. We got to do something because we keep this going on and we won't have a country no more. We just can't have old board and let tons and millions of people come to our damn country for no fucking apparent reason. We don't know anything about these people. We don't know what their agendas are, what their political ideology are, and why in the hell should we conform to their culture? You come to the United States, you conform to our culture, not yours. You know, and what gets me in these libtards says, oh, blah, blah, we should more talk. Well, okay. So, you know, when somebody comes to our country and they don't eat pork for religious reasons, which is fine, should we tell all the restaurants and all the stores to stop selling or serving pork to offend them? No. You just need to tell them to get the fuck over it. If you don't like pork, if you don't want to eat pork, fine, don't eat it. Don't tell everybody else they can't eat it. You understand what I'm saying? America, a lot of people like me eat pork. I'm going to eat pork today. And all I can say is, if you don't like it, best advice I can give to you is just get over it. That's all I can say. You know, and people like me are getting sick and tired of these liberals, stuff like that. And I want to talk about some of these dumb liberals, this stupid, retarded ass libtard. I mean, as far as libtard, these people they earned that name, libtard. We're talking about Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters, two of the premier libtards. Yet they're part of Congress, which scares me. Nancy Pelosi is a Democrat leader in Congress, majority leader in Congress. I'm like, good grief, you hire that idiot to be your leader? Oh, good grief. And some of the stupidest shit she said in the past. That woman is a fucking idiot. Going around TV says, well, it surely shouldn't matter if Bill Clinton committed all those sexual assaults as long as Hillary Clinton was running. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, woman? You know, and that's just one of the many stupid shit she said. And Maxine Waters, give me a fucking break. Somebody needs to tell that woman to shut her fucking mouth. I mean, first of all, we should feel sorry for her because at the age of 14, she lied about her age. She used a false social security number to get a job, you know, at a restaurant. Then she's crying for the fact that she has to eat in the basement. And everybody, oh, that is so racist and so precious. I mean, wait, this guy hired this lady to do a job at the bus tables, and you're calling a fucking prejudice and racist because they want her to eat in the basement. First of all, if you work for a restaurant, if you bus tables, you're a waiter, waitress, whatever, you cook, whatever, they don't want their employees eating on the same floor as the customers. No restaurant will allow that to happen. They'll give them somewhere else to eat, whether it be in the basement or a break room, whatever have you. That's just good business practice. So you got a congresswoman who admits she lied about her age. She's a fake social security number. I mean, technically, that's two crimes in itself, you know. Misdemeanor, regardless, is a crime. Yeah, she was 14 at the time, I get that, but she go on TV and fucking say some shit and fucking feel sorry for her? No. No. Then she had the audacity to go on TV and they talk about, Obama's wiretap, blah, blah, blah. He says, well, Obama did everything he possibly could to prove that Donald Trump was collaborating with the Russia, something like that. And And almost, unintentionally throwing Obama under the bus on the wiretapping scandal, like confirming the fact that he was wiretapping Donald Trump. And what gets me about the liberal and leftard media, they're still on this Russian thing, which they have no evidence on it whatsoever. All they got is, a couple of guys, Trump's son-in-law and Jeff Sessions, meet with Russian ambassador. I think a couple's campaign staff did too as well. But on the same article, it was Chris and also said, that's not unusual. In the past, campaign people, a personal campaign and their staff, went to talk to foreign ambassadors, talk to foreign governments. So that's nothing unusual. Oh, okay, it's nothing unusual. Okay, Donald Trump's son-in-law went to talk to the Russian ambassador one time. Okay. And Jeff Sessions, who was on the Senate at the time, at the Senate Arms Committee, was doing his job as a senator talking to the Russian ambassador. Yet they want him to resign under perjury. I mean, I looked at the testimony itself and they asked that questions, about that was talking about during the campaign, talking about